morning students. How are you? Fine, very good. Okay. In previous class we have completed our first lesson, that is knowing our numbers. In knowing our numbers we have learnt more about large numbers, that is Indian and international system of numeration, comparing the numbers, Roman systems and many more. Okay. Now we are going to start with our second lesson, that is whole numbers. So we will start our lesson, whole numbers. See students, in this lesson we are going to see about predecessor, successor, whole numbers, number line, properties of whole numbers and patterns in whole numbers. Natural numbers. Now see, whenever we start counting we begin as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. So those numbers are called as natural numbers, or we also call it as counting numbers. See, in the image it is given like 1 pineapple, 2 cherries, 3 apples. We all use some numbers to count this. So these are nothing but the numbers which we use for counting, and those numbers are only called as natural numbers. Let us see about predecessor and successor. See students, tell me, who is the President of India? Can anyone? Yes, very good. It's Mr. Ramnath Kovind. Okay, you can see the image of Ramnath Kovind over here. Then before Ramnath Kovind, who was the president? Can you tell? Yes, exactly. It's Pranab Mukherjee. Then before Pranab Mukherjee, who was the president? Yes, exactly. It's Mrs. Pratibha Patil. Now see students, let us find the predecessor and successor. Okay. See, now let us suppose that Pranab Mukherjee was the president. So before Pranab Mukherjee, who was the president? Mrs. Pratibha Patil. So predecessor of Pranab Mukherjee will be Mrs. Pratibha Patil, and who will be the successor of Mr. Pranab Mukherjee? Yes, it's Mr. Ramnath Kovind. Okay, so this is the predecessor and successor. Let us go to the next slide. Predecessor of a number. Okay, if we subtract 1 to any number, we get the previous number, which is called its predecessor. It means the before number. Predecessor is nothing but the before number. So when we want to find the predecessor, we have to just subtract 1 from the given number. We will get the predecessor. Okay. So let us see one example of predecessor. Predecessor of 3. What we have to do to find predecessor? Just subtract 1. So 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. One more example. Predecessor of 100 we have to find. Now again 100 minus 1, it's nothing but 99. So in this way we will find the predecessor by doing minus 1, it's nothing but the before number. Next we will do the successor. If we add 1 to any number, we get the next number, which is called its successor. Successor is nothing but the after number. Now for predecessor we have done minus 1, and we have for successor what we have to do here? Add 1. So successor of 7 is 7 plus 1 is equal to 8. Okay. One more example, successor of 99. Now what we have to do? Add 1. So 99 plus 1 is nothing but 100. So successor is nothing but after number. For finding the after number, we take plus 1. Next, see students, we are going to see now, we use number for different kinds of things. So what are the things we use the numbers for? Okay, see here. Now you can see the map of India here. Tell me, what are the different aspects in this map we use the numbers for? Yes, first of all, we use the numbers to find the population of a country. We use the numbers to find the population of a country. We also find the area between the different states, the border line with the help of numbers, number of states with the help of numbers, and of course the different population of different states. So for all these kinds we use numbers. Let us see, numbers are used for still what more purposes. See here, we also count rupees in numbers. For example, 1 lakh rupees. So all these rupees, money, are counted with the help of numbers. See, next we count area and perimeter of lands in numbers. Like see, in the image you can see here, when land is given, we have to find the area and perimeter. Let us find the perimeter. Now the shape of the land is in rectangular shape. So we have to take the formula. What is the formula for to find the perimeter of rectangle? Can any one of you tell me? Yes, exactly right. It's 2 into L plus B. So when we put the length and breadth in those formulas, we get the perimeter is equal to 30 centimeter. And now we will find the area. See, what is the formula for area? Exactly, length into breadth. So 10 into 50 is equal to 50 centimeter. So to find area or perimeter of different figures, we use the numbers. Okay. So next, see, still to measure the speed of any object, to measure the height of a building or of a tower, we use the numbers. To find the temperature of a body, of a room or of a city, we use numbers. So numbers are used for various purposes. So these were the uses of natural numbers. Now see here, let us see about two different things. First is cardinal numbers. Now what is the cardinal number? Cardinal number tells us the quantity. Okay. Now what is meant by quantity? For example, now you can see here how many roses are there here? 3 roses. 3 is nothing but the quantity. Okay. Now next figure, how many balls you can see here? Yes, exactly. How many balls? 12 balls. And here 20 sticks. So cardinal number tells the quantity. Okay. So quantity of any object we can find with the help of numbers. Next, ordinal number tells the position. Like say here, first, second, third. First, let us see one example. See, there are 3 different kinds of flower here. First is yellow, then it's red, then it's purple. They are arranged according to the numbers, okay, colors. Now we have to order them, like which is the first? Its yellow color flower is the first. Then which is the second flower? Yes, red color flower is the second, and purple color flower is the third. So ordinal numbers tells the position, which position they are lying on. So there are 2 different kinds of number. One is cardinal number, which tells us the quantity, and the other is ordinal numbers, which tells us the position. For these both things also we use the numbers. Okay. So this was about the uses of natural numbers, where we have used the natural numbers and all. Let us go to next slide. Now the special case. 0 is not a counting number. Is it a counting number? Can you count 0 roses? No, it's not a counting number. Suppose I have 5 toffees and I gave 5 toffees to 5 children. Okay, how many toffees are there with me? What will you say? Yes, exactly. I don't have any toffee. That means no toffee. So, in special case where 0 is not a counting number, we tell there are 0 roses, or simply we can also tell it as no roses. So, remember students, 0 is not a counting number. Counting always starts from 1. Okay? Now, let us move towards our new concept, that is whole numbers. See here, this is a number line which is starting from 0, which is not a counting number. The counting number starts from 1. The number line has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on till 10. Okay. So, which are the counting numbers on this number line? 1 to 10, and further are the counting numbers, and which is not a counting number? Yes, exactly, 0 is not a counting number. Okay. Now, what are whole numbers? Students, when we add 0 to the set of natural numbers, we get the whole numbers. It means whole numbers are natural numbers including 0. Okay. Natural numbers plus 0 becomes the whole number. Whole numbers begins with 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. And the smallest whole number is? Yes, exactly, it's 0. The smallest whole number is 0. So, all the natural numbers plus 0 becomes the whole number. Let us see few differences between the natural number and the whole number. Every natural number has a successor. Okay, that means all the natural numbers has a successor. It means the after number. Okay, every natural number has a successor, and every whole number also has a successor. Every whole number also has the after number. There is no natural number whose successor is 1. Like see, the successor means the after number. Okay, there is no such natural number whose successor is 1. Like for being the successor 1, we must have 0. Is 0 a natural number? No, 0 is not a natural number. So, there is no natural number whose successor is 1. In the same way, there is no whole number whose successor is 0. There is no whole number whose successor is 0. Okay. 1 is the smallest natural number and 0 is the smallest whole number. There is no largest natural number, like numbers go on always increasing, so there are no largest natural number and there is no largest whole number. 0 is not a natural number, but 0 is a whole number. Okay. So, 0 is not a natural number, but 0 is a whole number. So, these are few differences between the natural numbers and the whole numbers. Next, 0 plus natural number is equal to whole numbers. Once again we will revise. Natural numbers begins with 1, 2, 3 and so on, which is also forms a part of whole number. 1, 2, 3 are a part of whole numbers. Okay. So, all natural numbers are whole numbers. All natural numbers can be whole numbers. Okay. All whole numbers except 0 are natural numbers. All whole numbers are natural numbers, but except 0, because 0 is only the whole number. Okay. Natural numbers start with 1, 2, 3 and whole numbers begins with 0, 1, 2, 3. So, all whole numbers are not natural numbers. So, these are the points to remember. State true or false. predecessor of 1 is a natural number. Can you tell whether it is true or false? Second one, predecessor of 0 is not a whole number. Can you tell, students? Oh, you are getting confused. Okay, let us solve this in detail. See, predecessor of 1 is not a natural number. Like see, what will be the predecessor of 1? Predecessor means the before number. Before number of 1, we have to do minus 1. 1 minus 1 is 0. So, 0 is a whole number. Is it a natural number? No, it's not a natural number. So, 1 minus 1 is equal to 0 is not a natural number. So, it's a whole number. So, what will be the answer? Predecessor of 1 is not a natural number. It's true. Second question. Predecessor of 0 is not a whole number. See, again predecessor means the before number. We have to do minus 1. To find the predecessor of 0, we have to do 0 minus 1. 0 minus 1 becomes minus 1, which is a negative number. So, it's not a whole number. So, what will be the answer? Predecessor of 0 is not a whole number. It's again true. Okay. Number line. See, what is number line? You have just seen the number line. A number line is a horizontal line on which the numbers are shown as marked points having equal distance between them. We arrange some numbers on number line which is placed on a horizontal line. So, some points or numbers are marked on the line which are of same distance between them, or they have the equal distance between two numbers. See here, this is a number line which is starting from 0, 1, 2, 3 and going so on. You can extend about 10. It means it's a ray. So, the numbers after 10 can be extended, that is 11, 12, 13 and so on. It can be extended. So, the distance between two consecutive points on a number line is called a unit distance. So, the distance between 3 and 4 is equal, or the distance between 7 and 8 or 9 and 10, or it may be 1 and 2. The distance between any two consecutive number is same. It is called as unit distance. It is called as unit distance. There are some facts of number line. As we go to the left side, the numbers decrease. The numbers decrease when we move to the left side of the number line. See students, this is the left side. If we move this side, the numbers are decreasing. It means 4, 3, 2, 1, 0 and so on, it will get decreased. Okay. So, when we move towards the left side, but when we move towards the right side, the numbers increases like 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, those are in increasing order. So, when we move towards the right side of a number line, the numbers increases. Okay. Let us solve few examples. Tell me answer for this question students. 3 lies on the right of 1. Certainly 3 is equal to, greater than or less than 1. Tell me which will be more. Yes, 3 is greater than 1 exactly. Second one, 2 lies on the right of 0. Okay. Certainly 2 is greater than 0. 6 lies on the left of 8. Which will be the greater? 6 or 8? Yes, 8 is greater than 6. 2 lies on the left of 5. Which will be the greater? Yes, it's 5. Certainly 5 is greater than 2. So these were the examples from the number line. So we'll move to the next slide. Let us see addition of whole numbers on a number line. Okay, now we are going to do this addition on number line. Okay, see here. Addition we are going to do on a number line. The first question is 3 plus 2. In order to do this, we have to draw a number line. So the numbers always starts from 0, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and so on. Now we have to do here the addition of 3 plus 2. So let us jump to 3. Now from here we have to do 2. So what will be the addition? 1 and then 2. So 3 plus 2 is nothing but 5. Okay. So this is the answer. We have done it on number line. We will solve one more example. 4 plus 7. Okay. Again we will draw a number line. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. Okay. Now what is the question? 4 plus 7. So what we will do? From 0 we will go to directly 4. And from here we have to count 7 further. 4 plus 7. Let us take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or you can also take directly plus 7. Okay. So when we do 4 and then 7, we got the answer 11. Okay. 4 plus 7 on the number line is 11. Okay. Let us solve the subtraction of number line. Okay. Now see, the first question is 3 minus 2, or we have to subtract 3 from 2. Okay. Again we have to draw the number line. 0, 1, 2, 3 and 4. Now see, we have to jump to 3. So 3 and we have to do minus 2, subtract 2 from 3. So 1 and then 2. What we got? 1. So 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. Let us solve one more example. 13 minus 6. Again we have to draw the number line. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Let us take till 13 only, because we have to do 13 minus 6. So we are already on 13. We will directly jump to 13. Okay. Now we have to do minus 6, less 6 from 13. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. We have done 13 minus 6. Where we are? On which number? 7. So what will be the answer of 13 minus 6? It's 7. It's 7. So we have seen addition and subtraction of the numbers on the number line. Let us move towards the multiplication on number line. Okay. Now see, as we have drawn a number line and did addition and subtraction on number line. In the same way for multiplication also we are going to do. Okay. So let us see the first example, that is 3 multiplied by 5. So we have to draw again the number line 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. Okay. Now see, we have to multiply 3 into 5. So first we will move to 3. We have to go 5 times further, taking 3 steps. So first is 1 into 3, then one more 3 will go, that is 2 into 3 it becomes. Okay. Then we will switch to one more addition of 3, it becomes 3 into 3. Okay. Then we will go 3 steps forward, it becomes 4 into 3, and still we will go 3 steps forward, it becomes 5 into 3. Okay. So what is the answer? 3 into 5 or 5 into 3, which is equal. So 3 5s are 15. We have to jump 3 steps forward how many times? 5 times in order to get the answer. So 3 5s are 15. We got it on the number line. We will solve one more example. 2 multiplied by 4 will do. Okay. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and then 10. Okay. Now we have to do 2 into 4. We will jump towards 2 first, which becomes the 1 into 2. We'll jump one more time, it becomes 2 into 2. We'll jump one more time. How many times we are going to jump total? 4 times. 3 into 2 and one more time, it becomes 4 into 2. So when we jump in places of 2, how many times? 4 times, we get the answer 8 on number line. So 2 multiplied by 4 is 8. So 2 multiplied by 4 is 8. Okay students, now we have seen about the number line, we have seen the new concept of whole numbers. I request you to solve few examples of addition, subtraction and multiplication on your own in rough book, so that you will be perfect with the number line. Okay. Thank you students.